Hello. I think I'm going to just show off my current main save file for Monster Hunter World. We'll start with my room, I reckon. I've been playing this game for a long time, probably about a month or two after it came out. I started on Xbox. Um, Alright, let's just give a tour. I've got a bunch of the rare critters around here. There's only one. No, actually, a few things I haven't caught. I haven't caught all of the mollies. I should probably do that. And there's the big giant flying jellyfish. I don't have that. I've seen it twice, but I've never been able to catch it. I know the grandfather montrego isn't rare, but they're really pretty. I like these little arrowhead geckos. I think there's a event quest that guarantees their spawn, something like that. I don't know. I last played this game in November last year, and I was playing modded, and now there's a bunch of mod shit left in the files, and I don't know how to get rid of them. The one I do use is still here. I have flinch-free level 3. I have a mod that puts that on every charm for when I use Insect Glaive. With, I mean, I guess it is just kind of blatant cheating, but they don't support this game anymore, so whatever. I don't care. I don't even think these things are rare, but they're cool. It's the and danglers and what was this, glass prexes, something like that. I like being able to capture all the critters in this game. I was disappointed in Wilds that I could capture them, but I have nowhere to display them. I have a lot of things to talk about with Wilds. I don't know if I'll do that now, though. These are Downy Crakes because they're fucking adorable. The big giant fat Downy Crake hidden in the Gathering Hub in Wilds, though, that thing is pretty cool. This is like, I think this is a rare version of the Woodland Pteryx. There's a Queen Wiggler. We've got some Petricants in there. That big sailfish thing. I don't know what that thing is, but I think its achievement name has something to do with a mermaid. It looks like an oarfish. It's from the Hoarfrost. God, this is my first time touching Monster Hunter in months. It's been a long time. I've been very disillusioned with the franchise. I don't really like Rise. I can play Rise, but I'm not a big into it. That's a Golden Pearl Spring Macaque. And I don't like Wilds at all. And I think I definitely let my hate for Wilds get a little too into me. I got a little too into it. So fuck it. It's not even worth putting the effort into it. I just don't care anymore. The game's just not for me, and you know what? That's fine. You think I would like it, considering I'm a fifth fleeter or whatever the community calls it. Yeah, I started with this game, but I think I just like the old games better. The World's obviously my favorite. It's my starting point. It's hard to not find your starting point as your favorite. Same thing with me with Pokemon. My starting point was Emerald. It's my favorite, even though I like Black and White 2 better. But I don't know. I just don't think modern Monster Hunter is for me. And you know what? That's completely fine. I forgot what these things are called, but they're very pretty. I caught 2 of them. This is a bristly crake. This bastard was it was very hard to get him. He was very unlucky trying to get him to spawn. I don't think you can interact with any of these decorations besides this. A bunch of songs here. I mean, I'm sure someone has paid to buy these, but I don't know. I think that's kind of kind of stupid to buy music for a little jukebox, but Safi Jiva's theme is really good, so getting to play that is nice. But I've had this playing for a while. Let's put something different on. Whatever, it can stay. I don't want to go to Celion. I want to go to the Gathering Hub. I should probably show off my guild card. So let's guild card, view, let's see what I've got going on here. Oh, I don't remember this at all. Well, let's take a look at my stats. It's definitely a bit I've played up way too much hating longsword. I really just don't like the weapon in any game. I guess it's kind of cool in Generations Ultimate Valor style, but I just don't like the weapon at all. I mean, I've played it a little bit on Xbox when I was trying to experiment with other weapons when I used to only use dual blades. I tried it a little bit. It's whatever. It's just not for me. I think I've definitely played into the bit far too much, and I think people think I'm genuinely like belligerently against it. Obviously, I would rather not play with you if you're using a longsword, but like I'm an adult. If that's how you have fun, and like what am I supposed to do? It'd be wrong for me to just be an asshole. Besides, like I said, I'm that flinch free shit on this character. I can't be staggered by teammates with it, so it's not like I can even bitch about it in public lobbies on this game. So these are so I can use technically everything. I mainly use Lance in this game. Lance is my favorite, with Hammer and Insect Glaive being right behind. I mainly use Insect Glaive on this profile. I have way more Hammer hunts. Though I still think ultimately I've probably had more dual blade hunts overall, though, because when the game came out, I played it for the first time because I knew nothing of Monster Hunter. I just used dual blades for the entirety of the base game's life cycle, from basically when I got the game all the way up to the final update. I just exclusively used dual blades. In fact, I used exclusively one pair. It's the two Teostra and Kushal Daor one. Fire and Ice, I believe it's called. I just used that. I had no idea how to set build. I just used the Zora Magdaros Alpha armor for the entirety of base game. I never changed it. I don't even know why. I was very bad at the game. But I was able to complete all the base game content except for Ancient Lesson and Extreme Behemoth. So I guess I had a little bit of skill. And then I eventually, after beating Iceborne, I think it was after Sappy Jiva came out, I started using Hammer. And then moving on to Steam is when I started using things other than dual blades and Hammer. Um, I mainly use Hunting Horn and Rise. I don't really play it that much in this game. Charge Blade I was really into. It just takes a lot of brain power to play that weapon. I don't play it much. I should show off my Palico. So this is Mumu, her stat sheet. Mumu, I was gonna say was, technically still is. She passed away a few years ago. And I still name all of my Palicos after her. Except for in Generations Ultimate, I have Diantha and Benkei, because they were just like random hires. I didn't want to change their names. I felt bad, but I realistically shouldn't, because they're fictional cat people. I like using status weapons on Palicos, so I have a paralysis weapon on it. I've got all the Tail Raiders maxed out. That was pretty annoying to do, but all for the love of the game. So I don't have all the achievements. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like I don't know, like not even, yeah, 8 achievements. 8 achievements. Yeah, two. I have a friend who got all the achievements, but I don't know if I'll do it, because the big thing is getting the mini and gold crowns. It's not my thing. Though if I were to be able to combine my Xbox and Steam data, I'd probably be almost done with it. I think there was still more, actually. I've done all the arena quests. Who have I done them all with? Yeah, I've done them all with Okami. Maybe a couple other people. Wait, no, there's still the Guiding Lands info. Oh, and the Hunter logs. So yeah, I do have everything fully researched. At least I think I do. I like getting all the research maxed out. Makes them easier to find. Which I don't actually need that. I've memorized most of their spawn locations. If that helps put into perspective how much I've played this game. So on Steam, I have like 500 some hours, but on Xbox, I don't even know. This is one of my most played games. I really like it. But it's gotten to the point that I've played it so much, and it's not like an infinitely replayable game like Minecraft. I'm running out of things to do. I think the last thing for me to really do is finish up these achievements and speedrun, I guess. I've always had a vague interest in doing speedrunning on this game. Damn, 41 hours in the guy. Okay, no, a lot of that is definitely AFK. I've not actually spent that much time here. I goof off there a lot. So, what can I go do now? Oh, I can go show off just about everything I have that's crafted in some of my fashion sets. Um, let's go to the workshop. Fix with the water.
Oi, oi!
So, I like forging equipment. I think I have almost all of the lances built. Yeah, if we look here, I shouldn't be missing many, if any. Let's see if there are any I don't have. Okay, so don't have the fully upgraded Odogaron one. Don't have Brute Tigrex. That probably takes tempered materials from the Guiding Lands, I would say. Don't have the workshop. How convenient I don't have this one fully upgraded, considering this is my favorite spear in the entire series. This is what I have it layered as on this game. I'm missing one of the Lunastra ones. Ooh, okay, I can't craft it yet. Have it on my wish list though. Don't have Stygians. Probably also missing tempered guiding lance materials. So that's only like 3 lances. I should have most of the charms built. Maybe not most, but a good chunk. Um, the layered armor sets are where it's difficult. I've got the Geralt and Ciri ones. I was really hyped when the Witcher 3 crossover came out for Base World because at the time I was just playing through Witcher 3 for the first time. Like I think I was still in the first act of the game dealing with the Baron guy. I don't remember much about it because this is a very long time ago. I should probably replay through The Witcher 3. It's a very good game. Combat's fucking ass in it. It's terrible. But everything else is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. And I just don't like Resident Evil, so I don't know if I'll ever get these. I'd also have to fight a Black Vel'Vahazak. Pendants? Probably not, because they take all those VIP tickets and Research Commission tickets plus, yeah. So not even close on these. Probably will never finish those. Yeah, but we're talking actual layered armor. This stuff is expensive to make. And I'll probably never even use all of it. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. I'll go ahead and make it now. Um, but I don't know. I get a very odd sense of satisfaction from doing this. Velkhana's armor is great. They're the best they've made. Namiel's is a good one for the male, I think. Was it A or was it the Y? I think I was trying to make Y. Shara's is also an underrated armor set. There's a lot going on with it, so I usually don't use it, but it's really nice. I went down too far. Oh yeah, Namiel Y. Yeah, this shit's cool. This shit's really cool. I Now maybe this will sound hypocritical. I don't really like playing as female hunters in Monster Hunter. Because I don't like skimpy armor sets. I say that as I'm wearing this incredibly flamboyant Fiesta set. I understand that. So maybe I'm just a big hypocrite, but I like looking cool when I'm fighting monsters, not just softcore porn. I wouldn't consider this that, but I also don't fully swing that way. So maybe that's just my sexuality coming through. I don't know. But I like looking cool. Also silly. And silly too. This is a little silly. But this fits, I think this fits with Insect Glaive. This would also work on a female hunter with an Insect Glaive. Sorry, I'm saying female. It's a little weird. A girl hunter. There's no reason to get so clinical with how I refer to the genders. A lot of these things can't be made yet because of how many research commission tickets it takes. Yeah, all those little chest icons on them means they're crafted. I've got a good chunk of all the armor here done. I guess I can craft some while I'm here if I have the materials. And I've done that for all the other ranks too. I think low rank is done. High rank probably still has a few. Yeah, high rank still has some things because these are wish listed. Oh god, my FPS just fucking tanked. Whatever. I'm setting the game back to 30 FPS because it just does not want to work on That's not it. It doesn't just not want to work on 60 FPS. So we'll be playing 30 as per usual. So Arkham will go fight a monster. Oh, before I do that, we'll show off sets I've made. So this is my main Lance set. This is my Lance fashion. I've been running this fit for so long, it doesn't feel right to play Lance without a shirt a shirt off. I really like the Bass set, armor set. I think it's a good joke item. I like doing the quest, oddly enough, even though it's just carrying thermal stones to camp. I like the Tobigadachi scarf. It's cute. If you couldn't tell, I like the color pink. I just showed Glaive. We got Hammer. The Hammer one turned out really nice. The Bamboro armor set is great. The Savage Devil Joe hammer is phenomenal. Where were the poses? There we go. Fucking awesome. God, I want Bamboro to return. It's one of my favorite monsters from Iceborne. It's a really cool monster. I don't know if Dual Blades has one. I completely forgot it was this. So, Fatalis armor and then a Kelby head. Oh, and this is the dual blades I was talking about earlier. That's fire and ice. But it's layered, because I don't... Fire and ice isn't the most, not most, geez, where the fuck you want this game. It's not the best set. Why would I use it over the Fatalis Dual Skies? My Charge Blade one was pretty cool, though. This one's with the cool tear-off. I don't know. This might be Y. This might be B. I'm not sure. But the gold Rathian Charger Blade layered over this. I used to have a mod that made it the Akantor Charger Blade because the Akantor Charger Blade is just the fucking coolest one in the series, but I don't have that installed anymore. So this is the second best Charger Blade. And then we got... Did any of these... yeah. It was, There we go. I'm very proud of this one. My Vampire Lord Aptonoth with the heavy bowgun. The Guild Palace weapons are great. I like the heavy bowgun of the Guild Palace set the best. So let's go, I would use Lance. That's not very entertaining to watch. We'll use Hammer.
I've been waiting for you.
What would we want to fight? No, because I have that one mod installed. Maybe that I don't want this to get copyright claimed, so we'll not do that. Some people watching would understand that. I don't want to do anything that takes too long. Oh, okay. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think these modded quests ever left. Or am I tripping? Yeah, no, the modded. I don't know how to get rid of these modded quests. To be honest, are these modded or am I tripping? Yeah, no, I'm not tripping. These are some of the modded ones. I did bumper cars with a friend or two. I think it was two people. Bumper cars was really fun. Some of these might actually be interesting. No, let's not do a modded quest. We don't need to worry about any of that. Here, we'll do Kieran. I love Kieran. Kieran is one of my... It might be my favorite fight in this game, actually. Which, It's a big 180 because I hated Kieran in this game. Kieran, when I was playing through it the first time, made me fucking livid. I absolutely hated the thing. I couldn't beat the fucking low rank one because I'm playing a new game and a new series, so I'm doing everything available to me all at once. So I'm not progressing the story until I'm finishing side quests and whatever. So I get to that low rank Kieran quest you get through the whole botany side quest or whatever. And I get absolutely fucked. Come back after beating Xeno'jiva and I still get dogged on. I learned how to play bow just for Kieran back then. And I was using like the Aragon one because it had fire and I still had no idea how set building works. So it would take me like 40 minutes to kill a Kieran.
Good to
And I'd
see
still
you.
probably lose, even with using it, but I'm pretty good at it now. Well, I am a little rusty, like I said. It's been about a year since I've last played. But, I've very much so grown on this monster. It's also one of my most fought helping a friend, get a gold crown small Kieran. I think we still have the screenshot of us finding it. It took forever. Oh well, let's get into it. What is with my fucking frames today? I've never had these problems before. Let's see if I can nuke the graphics even further. Can I do that in Quest? No. Okay, let's leave Quest real quick and nuke the fucking graphics. Fuck, how do you even abandon Quest again? Where was that at? Oh yeah, right there. Let's nuke the graphics. Hopefully this will fix it. Need to look at my character from behind. In the meantime, well, I said that a little too late. God, I feel like I'm a fucking toddler right now. I've never really fucked with the settings in this game. Just put that on low. Is everything nuked? I don't even know what that means. Put it on mid. Now let's start working again, because I don't particularly care about graphics all too much. I more prefer the game working over graphics. But Kieran is great. I've got a friend that I would imagine would like this monster. They like horses. I believe unicorns. Well, I feel like it would be weird to not like unicorns if you liked horses. I think you'd have to have a real big thing against fantasy creatures or probably horns if you didn't like them. Oh, spawn right by it. Let's go. Looks like a normal-sized Kieran. I doubt I'd fucking find a gold-sized any ever again. I don't know if I'll really talk a lot during this fight, but I really like this monster. Ooh, that was a nice call out. Well, I don't like that I play this game in 30 FPS, but I'm so fucking used to it at this point. It almost feels sickening to play it on 60. Bad timing, but I'm in Fatalis gear, so I'm not in particular risk of dying. There's a misplay on my part. Hammer was the first weapon I actually tried out when I played this game. When I was first into the training area to decide what I wanted to use, I was like, a big-ass hammer against big monsters? That sounds like a great fucking idea. So immediately picked it, and I didn't like it. I didn't even like the dual blades for most of the base world. I was just so fascinated by all the monsters. I've just always been really into kind of just animals of all kinds. Plants have never particularly interested me, but life in general I find fascinating. I really like just as evolution as like wow. I don't know. It's just interesting to me. I really like speculative evolution too. So getting to see all the spec evo shit going on here in Monster, and obviously it's fantasy. It's not trying to be real, but I like that they put a little effort into it. It's nice. That was a big draw to the game for me because before this I had never really played a game anything remotely like this. I mean, I play RPGs and action games, but anything like this, proper, like, extended combat games, like, yeah, it was completely new territory for me. I was really bad at the game. It took me a while to beat it. Xeno'jiiva was really hard, even though in retrospect, Xeno'jiiva is fucking piss easy. There goes my fucking frames again. I don't know what. There's gotta be something, some mod conflict or something causing some problem. Because it used to never do this before I started fucking with mods. I'll have to see if Colin can help me fix this. Disappointed we never got to see Naroshi Kirin for the DLC. I mean, it's literally Iceborne and Orochi Kirin is Ice Kirin, so it would have been cool to see Orochi Kirin, but I guess not. I guess I could always go fight Orochi. I believe it's from 4 Ultimate. I own 4 Ultimate. I've never opened it though. Though I will admit, I was high and I lied to Colin that I did, thinking that he was talking about Generations. So sorry to you for lying to me and saying I played the game. I got it mixed up, and whatever. I find Kieran very cool. I like that it's an Elder Dragon. I don't know. I wish there were more unique Elder Dragons. I know in Base Wilds there's talk of like some Grand Thunderbird Bird Smolt or something. Hopefully with them putting Elder Dragons in Wilds with the DLC, we'll have like some really cool unique ones. I would love for there to just be a straight up bird wyvern that's an Elder Dragon. I would love more Elder Dragons that are either giant end of story boss fight that's never seen again. Because realistically, what are the chances we're seeing Shara, Ishvalda, or Geismar again? I would not be hopeful of it. I don't think we'll ever see them again. No, I would love to see Shara again. I really, really like Shara. Shara is like right up my alley. Well, I guess since I'm talking about Wilds, I can complain about it a little bit. I got hate in my heart. I like bitching. I like complaining. So I guess before I start, at this point, I don't give a shit if you like the game or not. If you like it, great, more power to you. It's not like fucking Overwatch or League of Legends where you're just a fucking judge for playing it. There's no reason to play those kind of games. But I don't know. I'm just... God, I told myself I wouldn't get mad talking about it. I haven't even said much about it. I'm already pissed off. I'm just disappointed by it. I'm just so incredibly disappointed by it. I guess talking about this in a video will probably help me feel a little better. Though I do think there's a lot of good things. I think bringing this like the cephalopod skeleton in the series is cool. Having a how do you say it? Zoo? I don't know how you say its name. It's a really cool monster. I hope it shows up in every game. I hope it's the next fucking Nargacuga or Zinogre because Jewu is so cool. I've always said Jewu. That's what sounds right to me, but I don't know how to pronounce that. And New Udra is also really cool too. Fucking giant fire kraken. Why would that not be cool? I don't really care much for the other Apexes. When I look at Jin Dahad, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. He's cool, but his fight is still very gimmicky and kind of lame. Incredibly easy. That's my big thing with Wilds. I find Wilds to just be just easy. And I've played some of the harder content. I'm sure Omega would kick my ass, but I'm not going to fight Omega, even if the DLC is good and I get into the game, because I just think Omega is lame, period. I'm not like a big robot guy, so seeing that Omega was put in the game as a collab monster instead of something badass had me insanely disappointed. That was kind of the thing that sold it for me with Wild, is like, oh, they're putting a robot, I'm done. Nah, I'm good. I'm talking to myself too much to even fight this fucking thing. Whatever. The frame rate's fucking cock anyways, so I'm not super concerned about it. If I actually tried this thing, would already be dead by now. I don't like focus mode in Wilds. I wish I could more pointedly. No, that's probably not the right word. I wish I could more accurately put it to words why I don't like it. But I doesn't feel nice. I like that my hunter. I like when my hunter feels strong because of my actual skill, and rather than just like, oh, I have this new gimmick like the wire bugs or focus mode. Well, I just said that as I was using the clutch claw. I don't like the clutch claw. I think it's cool. I think it's one of the more cooler gimmicks, but I also know a lot of that comes from bias from the what is fuck, I'm losing track of myself. I shouldn't have done this at night. I'm biased because this is the game in the series I like the most. So of course I'm going to like something in this game that I don't like more than other things I don't like. Thank God we're fighting down here. This is my I don't know, this might be my favorite arena in the game. I really like fighting right here. The slope has always been very fun. It's a nice place to fucking dog on Legiana. As the monster in this game, I don't like. I just don't like Legiana at all. It's like kind of cool, kind of a cool ecology, but I just don't think the fight is fun. I don't think it's interesting to look at. Not a monster for me. Don't like it at all. Especially Shrieking Legiana. Oh my god, fuck that monster. I can't stand that piece of shit. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm even trying to sharpen in this in front of this motherfucker. Take its attention, Mimu. It's a bit silly to sharpen a hammer, but I don't know. I think the sharpness mechanic's pretty neat. I came into this thinking I would have more to talk about, but I think this is more akin to a video diary, really, than an actual video. I'm not much of a talker without other people around. I can certainly ramble to myself, but it's more so talking in my head than actual conversation. Doing something like this would probably be easier with someone else. Well, he's always wanted me to do a podcast with him, but I don't know if a podcast is particularly my alley. But oh, maybe I'll record us playing something. That's what I should do. I should record us playing Left 4 Dead Expert. That could be fun. I have to wait for him to get back though. Get back home though. I'm sorry. It's a tick. I guess that's what you would call that. I don't know. I just have I always get an extreme, overwhelming urge to scream that when I stumble over myself a lot. It's a bad habit I've had. I even had it as a kid, back before I could cuss, so it'd be like fucking the middle of the night, I'm mad at a game, I have to calm myself before I yell fuck in the middle of the night. Because mommy and daddy aren't gonna like that when I'm a fucking third grader. I've always had a sailor's mouth. I get it from my mom. God, before I started cussing openly in middle school, I was... rotten fucking voice in my head. Ooh, boy. But now I can verbally air it out, so it's not a problem anymore. I do try to hold my tongue, though, but fuck is very ingrained into my dialect. It's practically... dare I say it's my most said word. I didn't even realize what I did. I took the glider mantle up. No one does that. No one does that. I love the glider mantle. The glider mantle is amazing, and no one uses it. This thing is amazing. It was already good in base world, but understandably slept on. But now that since you can upgrade it in Iceborne, and you can put 2 level 4 decos into it, and it lasts fucking forever. Lasts like, I don't know, 320 seconds something. It's an insane amount of time. Makes mounting so much easier. This mantle, I think it's better than Temporal and Rocksteady. I barely even use Temporal and Rocksteady. I just keep Temporal because, like, what else am I gonna carry? I like it better than Rocksteady. I think mantles are a cool concept. I don't really use them much though outside of the glider mantle. Well, I should say if Colin is watching this, not to burst your bubble, but don't... God, this is gonna sound mean. If you do watch this, don't ask me to play. I'm probably just gonna uninstall, to be honest, if I don't start doing speedrunnings right after I make this video. I really do like this game, but I can't see myself getting any more value out of it outside of doing some hyper modded playthrough 5 years down the line, or trying to do some speedrunning. Let's see if I can get him out. Okay. So, I like the mounting in this game. I thought it was a lot cooler before I had played Generations Ultimate. Mounting in this game is piss easy. The only thing you're ever at risk of failing is Char Ishvalda, if you can actually get the mount, Xenojiva, if you can actually get the mount, and Alatreon. Alatreon's mount is just genuinely really hard. It's really, I think, outside of just blatant fuck-ups on my part for me not trying, it's the only monster I've just lost to because of difficulty when it comes to succeeding a mount. I never got why people were so upset with the Latreon's Eschaton Judgment. I do think it was a bit weird to have like a forced kill move in a monster's moveset. But it's definitely grown on me. I think it's cool. I think it's befitting of a Black Dragon for how much they try and hype him up, especially with like Elatreon not sharing the actual Black Dragon body type like with the other, like with Fatalis and Diamorales. I wonder if they'll ever bring in more Black Dragons. Is that even really a real category, or is that just some random lore shit that's been thrown around that's not true? I don't know. But they're definitely a step above Elders. Man, I should probably go to bed soon. But, yeah, I really like this game. I think I just killed that bug. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Oh, I fucking slimed him. Maybe I'll fight Kulterov if my frames will work with me, because I really like Kulterov. That's easily the best siege fight in the series. Nigadekos, probably not. I already have all of them, so I don't need to worry about these. If my Hunter rank and Master rank were combined with that on Xbox, I'd probably be 999 in both. But that's if you don't need progressively more to level up. I think you need the same amount of XP every level. So if it doesn't take exponentially more, then probably yeah, I am Hunter rank 999 in total. But I don't have an account that shows it. Yeah, let's go fight Kulterov. I never fight cool with anything other than Lance, so we'll do Lance.
I know you've been working hard out there.
Is there a public quest for it, maybe? Let's see if there's any. Does anyone even play this anymore? Especially at this time of night? Just one quest. There, one there. Interesting. Not a whole lot, but it is late on a Saturday, so that's understandable. Is that no, that's not Arc Temper. If that was Arc Temper Nemi, I would have joined that. Tear-Off is so fucking unbelievably cool. They cooked with this monster. So they tailored this monster just for me. I had a great time with its siege when it first came out, even though I didn't use any of its equipment, because like I said towards the beginning, I exclusively used the Zora Magdaros Alpha armor set and fire. Let's go show those off real quick, so you can realize how much I was handicapping myself. Somewhere down here, I would believe. Yeah, Zora Alpha right here. This is the set I used. Obviously, I think I was on a girl character, so it didn't look like this. Yeah, Handicraft, Blast Attack, Yeah, so I was using. Oh my god, I'm just now realizing this is what I used for the entirety of Base World after making it, which I made basically as soon as I was able to farm high rank Zora Magdaros. None of this shit helped. Okay, Earplugs and Tremor was cool. Fortify was nice, I guess, but I didn't have any fucking That's right. I didn't even use decorations. I completely ignored decorations. At least the blast attack makes a little sense because wait, no, did fire and ice have blast? No, fire and ice was literally ice and fire. It did not have blast, I don't think. I don't even think blast was good in base world either. Where is fire? Fire, it's probably towards the bottom. This is an older weapon. Zora. Am I stupid? Probably. Yeah, it was the black steel tree. Yeah, Blizzard and Blaze is what it. Oh no, it is blast. So I guess it did help. I guess it did help. It's not the worst weapon, but my armor shit was awful though. Ugh. Like I said, I did solo everything in the base game. Okay, well, obviously not cool to tear off by myself, but I was able to successfully get her with that equipment to at least the final area, but I was never able to win. And obviously, I wasn't able to beat Extremist or Ancient Lesson. Fucking obviously. Though I did beat Normal Behemoth a couple times in multiplayer. Ancient Lesson multiplayer? Maybe. I'm not sure. Probably didn't though. Let's see if I remember what the opening to her fight was. At least the opening I came up with. Well, quick tech while I'm here. I may as well show off the build. So this is what I'm rocking. I don't have full attack boot. Why do I have Constitution? What is the fuck does Constitution even do again? Wasn't that more looking for my decos that's Oh, it's probably because I have to from the crit boost jewels. Yeah, it's probably because I have to take it because of this crit boost jewels. Yes, whatever. I don't. Free mill right there. Free mill's cracked. Free mill secret is insane. I'm even just one level of free mill is already goaded enough. That's why I have so many thousands of healing items because they just don't get consumed with it. I'm gonna crack open that Coke. I'm not gonna do that. It's too late to be drinking a soda pop. Drink another water.
Use whatever you can.
Oh god, and her music is so unbelievably good. Probably should take those clues. I didn't take them. I do like what they did with the Master Rank quest for Cool, making it no longer a siege and just a straight up go in and kill her. I do like that we kill her this time. Well, that sounds a little sadistic, saying I enjoy slaying such a marvelous beast as this. The fight's fun. Alright, do I remember how to roll through her roar? Probably not. Nope. Okay, that's what I thought. I could bitch and moan about how I don't like focus mode in wounds and how I don't like wire bugs. Okay, well the reason I don't like wire bugs, I just think they're fucking lame, flat out. I don't even think it's like a horribly designed mechanic or anything. I just think it's fucking lame. I just don't like them. That's my big thing with the wire bugs. And also with the wire bug skills, I'm just not a big fan of them. This is for Monster Hunter Rise, for I guess those who don't know what I'm talking about, because I do have some family who graciously indulges in what I post. This should hit the wall. Yep, there we go. Should be able to get another one in. Amazing. Okay, I pulled it off successfully while talking. Really did not need to counter clutch right there. Put me in a bit of a bad spot, but luckily I'm Lance and I can just completely ignore this attack. I guess Constitution does help actually, saving a bunch of stamina guarding against shit like that. There we go. I guess you could be mounted in this phase, but I usually see it as not worth it if you're not playing multiplayer. I guess I could try though. I usually just mount her in the last phase, because that's usually where it matters the most, getting all that extra horn damage in. Though at least in this fight you don't actually have to break her horns, you just kill her. Finally, I was waiting for her to fucking heat up.
Together, okay?
Well, that was a bad time to Quagger. Okay, I don't like the little stupid drooling flinch animation they made. I feel like if they just took this out and, what was the other thing? Fix the hit zones. Okay, listen. Using the Clutch Claw to tenderize a body part so you can hurt it better, does more damage. Cool in concept, I like that. I think it's cool in concept. However, having every monster's hit zone being reduced... Well, I guess if I'm wrong on this, correct me, but at least to my knowledge, every hit zone is forcibly reduced in Master Rank to make you use the Clutch Claw. I don't know if your feature is really that, like your extra hunter feature is that good if you're forced into using it. Like I don't fuck with that. But I don't know, I've grown used to it. I don't really use it that often. I don't even need it with Lance. I'm using this is probably the lowest DPS weapon in the game. I would think it would be. And I don't need the tenderized stuff to get by. So at least you don't need it to get by. But it sucks when it's like, man, I want to hit a crit, but like, this monster's hit zone has been artificially deflated to force me to use the goddamn Clutch Claw. Though admittedly I do like it more because I play Hammer and Lance, and clutching on and tenderizing the monster is directly built into the kit of both Lance and Hammer, so that probably plays a big reason into why I don't hate it as much as other mechanics. With the Silkbind attacks though, I don't like them. They're similar to the Hunter Arts from Generations Ultimate, but most of the Silkbind attacks are just kind of lame in my opinion. Like, I only use Hunting Horn in Rise because I just don't like the other weapons. I've used the Lance a little bit in Rise. It's okay. Played a little bit of Light Bowgun. It's okay. I just don't like any of the moveset changes in Rise outside of Hunting Horn. But it's weird that I like the Hunting Horn one because a lot of people don't fuck with the Hunting Horn changes. But for me, it's because I think that it should just be a new weapon. How Hunting Horn works in Rise. I think it should just be a completely like a subset of Hammer, not Hammer, Hunting Horn, like a spin-off weapon, like Heavy Bowgun and Light Bowgun, Hunting Horn and Hunting Flute. I've always called it like a Hunting Flute in my head because that's more what it feels like. Hunting Horn in Rise doesn't really feel weighty like it should. That's not gonna fucking hit, damn it. Okay, well, I don't think I need to break shit to get her to move to the next area, but I haven't done this fight in a while, so I could be wrong. Oh, God. Okay, no. Okay, I know. I remember this shit. Even this shit lagged my computer back before I started having FPS problems. Probably shouldn't fight her on the lava because of this. No, there are those two. I could drop those pillars on her. I don't know, I might. I've always loved the attack. It's such a fucking cool attack out of her. Get over here. There we go. Can I latch onto her like that? Probably, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I like the Gadulaka. Why are they here? Leave! I get you fucking worship her, but like, damn, she's killing y'all. Get in the wall. I do have offensive guard on this. I don't really use offensive guard all too often because I often play way too defensively for offensive guard to even proc, but it's undeniably a useful skill. It's one of my big DPS skills when fighting Electron if I don't swap it out for blight resistance. So I don't know, I find Electron oddly easy to peek offensive guard on, which you wouldn't think because of how brutal that motherfucker is. Difficult fight, but I've beat him by myself. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, the only two monsters in this game I haven't beat strictly by myself are Extreme Behemoth. I know I can, because the last time I fought him, it was in a public lobby. I was fucking drunk as shit, and I was playing with another guy who was drunk as shit, and we beat him. He just randomly said, "Let's go do this," and I said, "Fuck it, why not?" No one else was playing with the guy, so I was like, "Why not? I'm drunk too." Have I beat Ancient Legend by myself? Yeah, I beat him by myself like 3 times. Ancient Legend is not that hard with mass strength equipment. Hey, and Fatalis. I haven't beat Fatalis by myself. I definitely could though. I mean, if I can beat fucking Electron by myself, I can totally beat fucking Fatalis by myself. I usually use Insect Glaive on him, though. I mean, like, I can beat him with Lance, but, Lance, at least in my opinion, isn't the greatest matchup on him. At least for me personally. I find it much easier to fight with Glaive.
Excellent.
I'm able to counter him more with Glaive, take advantage of his opening. I feel like I'm just a sitting duck with Lance most of the time, especially because I don't play Evade Lance. Evade Lance has never really been my style. I was gonna say, where did I get natural recovery from? But I have the core orchestra with me right now. Alright. Let's open this. I don't have slinger pods, I can't even do the opening. Let's just piss her off then. Alright, she's starting. God, the music here is so fucking good, and when she goes into her fucking fiery face, she starts kicking in. Alright, let's get pissed off. I should have gotten some fucking crystal burst up there. I might not get a horn break because of this. Don't flip. Okay, we're good.
Be careful.
God, this music is so good. There we go, there's the mount. This mount is scripted for the most part, to my knowledge. The mount always ends when she rams her horns into the other wall over there. Unless teammates help you. That's why people always place barrel bombs over there. Never mind, I think I'm just making shit up unless I'm gonna pull off the finisher right here. Nope, the finisher's right here. So I think it is scripted then. I think this mount is scripted. I mean, you do it right. Let's see if I can get a horn break. I think I got the chip. Yeah, Lance is not the most entertaining. Oh, there's the horn break. And Lance is not the most entertaining weapon to watch play. I mean, it's my favorite weapon. I don't even like watching speedruns with it because it's just not very entertaining, but this is the only weapon I fight cool with. In theory, I would like to use hammer against her, but I could just never get to her damn head to play hammer with her. That's what I feel like playing, fighting Safi Jiva with hammer. I feel like I can never touch the fucker's head, so I mostly just break the back legs with it. Oh, she's doing this attack. I do think you need guard up to block that, but I always take guard up. God, that reminds me. I made a character just to learn Charge Blade on Xbox years ago. A little bit after. I didn't say it's a little bit after. Safijiva released, and God, fighting Velkhana was awful because I was playing through the whole game. Most monsters don't spam a lot of attacks that go straight through your regular guards, so having to deal with all of her ice beams playing Charge Blade while learning it at the same time and not being able to block those is awful. I was also very conveniently wearing a full set of armor that was exclusively weak to ice, so that did not help. So I went on a big detour, which is what led to that playthrough changing from me being Charge Blade into Hammer, because I picked Hammer up to counter. I just made like a Rathalos hammer. I'm like, hey, I'm kind of fucking with this. Sorry, now that I realize, I think I might be contradicting how I learned Hammer earlier, how I stated earlier in this recording. That's fine though. I usually remember things better when I'm actively talking about stuff in relation to what I'm trying to remember. I mean, that need to be said. Other people are probably like that. I feel like I oftentimes conflate things I do with things that only I do, when in reality they're probably just done with other people, and I just don't inquire to other people about whether they do that. It's a little misplay on my part. Thank God for immunity frames. I guess it is something about her fight by herself. I don't know, she kind of struggles to hit you sometimes when you're playing by yourself. This shit is nasty in multiplayer, melting the entire ground. This shit can get pretty hectic. Though, admittedly, having a health boost augment on the Lance certainly helps. Oh, there she goes. Certainly helps in keeping me alive. I don't even have most weapons I use fully augmented. I mostly just throw a health regen one on and forget augments entirely. No, I think I have an affinity booster on this one, but I don't think the augment levels, or however, I don't know. I haven't touched the augment system for weapons in so long, I don't even remember how it works. I think I need a gem or two for some of her layered stuff. I do believe Kulve is a she, I believe. I'm pretty sure it is. What a pretty monster, though. I feel bad chopping these horns off. I do hope the Wilds DLC is good, though. They didn't really show off much in that trailer, but that new bird wyvern they showed off looked nice. It's cool they're leading off with a bird wyvern. I don't think that monster will be the flagship for the DLC, though. It's nice to see Elders come back. It's a big thing with... I don't know. Wilds to me is just easy. Like, even when Arc Tempered Ray Dow came out, I found that fight... outside of just a significantly beefier HP full, I found it just as easy. And I found everything in base Wilds to be just piss easy. I finished basically all the game's content up until I quit playing. I think I quit playing with Mizutsune and Zoshia. Because I really like Mizutsune in Generations Ultimate, but in Rise, I think the fight is just awful, and how they portray the monster is just awful. Violent Mizutsune coming out is why I quit playing Rise. Originally, when I only had it on Switch. I have it on Steam now, and I played through it with a friend, with Colin. I had a good time doing it, but I just didn't like the game. And you'd think playing with a friend would help, but no, it didn't really alleviate anything. It just gave me the motivation to at least beat the base game and beat the DLC. I mean, I spent the money on it again. I may as well beat the game.
Hey, you!
Let's go fight something else that's cool. God, I got sidetracked. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Though getting to fight Zoshia again in high rate was cool. Zoshia is a really cool fight. I like its music. I like that its roar is just like fucking like elevator cables like snapping or whatever. I think that's the best way I can describe it. It's a really cool noise. What is another really good fight? We'll do Shara. I don't care if it gets copyright claimed that song fucking plays. Whatever, it'll make it funnier. It'll make the video funnier. I'm saying this like I want a lot of people to watch this. This is more akin, like I said earlier, a diary, just to speak, because I don't speak to too many people anymore. I didn't think I would want to talk to all that much after having a significantly smaller group of people to talk to. Now I mostly talk to people who text, which is fine. But I never really considered. Obviously, I knew I was chatty, but I never thought I would have this much want to actually actively talk to a lot of people or just speak in general. So I guess this is good because usually when it's just me, I'm completely silent. I don't even really react to anything, like with even noise outside of just like whistling. I don't really. I even try. I actively try to be quiet. I don't know. I get uncomfortable knowing that when I'm by myself, I could be making noise and then someone else can hear. I don't like the fact that like someone could walk by my room and listen to me doing anything, talking to a friend, playing a game, sleeping, and me not being able to know that they can hear me really bothers me because I wouldn't say I mind it out in public because it's in public. That's like whatever, but in personal enclosed spaces, that bothers me a lot. And I know it's something weird to get hung up on too, and I understand that too. I don't know why I get hung up on it. Like I don't like watching me play games like in person. Like I'm fine with like you, if anyone does watch this point, watching this. But if you were like sitting beside me, I'd definitely be very, very uncomfortable. I don't know. I've always been told by a lot of people I'm very social. I was told that I was popular. At least some people considered me in school, which I fucking hated the thought of. I don't want to be seen. I don't like want to be the main character in anything. I kind of want to be like low down, you know, which I guess I'm literally putting myself out there with this video. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I'll at least not show my. Hold on, this guy's really loud. Let's turn that down. I don't know. I guess I'll have to see what comes of it then if any of this takes off or I consistently upload. But then again, like I said, this is also a diary, and thousands of people like me probably do the same shit far more frequently than I do without even getting a single view. So I guess I'm not worried. And I guess if it still holds true that I don't want to be seen and I do get popular, I think I'll probably just fucking nuke everything. Probably shouldn't laugh at that. I don't like losing things. I think archiving just about everything is pretty important, so maybe I'll keep all this stuff archived for myself. I could get rid of it. I did delete a bunch of videos that were previously on this channel. I don't think I should explain why in a video, but I guess if the people who know, know. So I guess I'm making that seem more cryptic than it needs to be. It's really not. Just personal shit. I just thought it would be the best course of action to take those videos down. I don't think I saved any of them. Well, no, I still have one up. I have a short up. I'll have to ask that person if they want me to take it down. Because that is their face. If he drops a slinger bomb, I think those break when you shoot a slinger bomb out of his legs when they're tenderized. Oh, I should have brought Glaive. Glaive is a far better matchup for Shara for me than Lance is. I love that noise, that roar. It's a great noise. I remember fighting Chara for the first time, and it being an unknown monster. Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? As title. Playing through Iceborne, wondering like, what the fuck am I fighting? I thought Monster Hunter was supposed to be like Spec Evo shit. Why am I fighting a D&D golem? What's going on here? Well, obviously not that. I only really bring up D&D because I recently finished Baldur's Gate 3. I hated on that game for years because I was under the false impression that it was a strictly top-down game, and I do not like top-down games. I did not realize it was you had free control of the camera. If I realized that, I probably would have got Baldur's Gate 3 when it came out. So that was on me for being a fucking idiot. That was the wrong thing to clutch claw onto him. I mean, before Baldur's Gate 3, I did not... The only thing... I didn't really know anything about Dungeons & Dragons. Though I did know about Beholders and Mind Flayers. I think they're pretty cool. Though Beholders are a little scary. Which is weird. Well, it's mostly the eyes. Too many eyes in too many weird places. But I still think they're cool. I'm not actually scared of them. Like, I think scared in like a cool way would be a better way to describe it. Okay, do your stupid little bullshit. Oh, I thought he was changing the arena. Is he? He is. Okay, good. I figured I was still blocked. No, it's the second arena change that forces you into the stagger thing. If you don't, Oh, I should, this might drop the rock on him. Where is that big rock? Right. Oh, I think you need a bounce bomb to activate it, actually. I don't think you can activate it by launching him into it. Or she, I don't really know. Monsters' genders aren't usually explicitly stated. I'm pretty sure Cool Tear-Off is a female. I know Mizutsune are all male. The Mizutsune you fight are all males. You don't fight female Mizutsune. I can't think of any... Yeah, Celta's Queen, obviously. It's got Queen in the name, obviously. God, I hate this stupid staggered bullshit. I fucking hate it. It looks like a Muppet, that rock face. It's nice that we actually got a proper golem-like monster with Garen Golem, though the most golem part about it is golem being in the name. It's more like Frankenstein. I mean, it's kind of what it's based off of, Frankenstein's monster. This thing still has not been pissed off. It's still got a yellow agitated bar thing. I wonder if my Ice Lance would have been a better matchup for this. I know he's weak to ice. Sorry, I'm losing my skill. I'm definitely getting tired. I should probably go to bed soon. I guess it's something to think about. What would this content, if there is anyone out there who would like to... Like, what... Is there an audience for what I'm making right here? And is it an audience I even want to engage with? I wonder. I don't know, I feel like I might be a little too lazy to do consistent YouTube work, though. I don't know. The thought of at least posting something sometimes does seem alluring. So I guess I'll try and keep up with uploading stuff. Not consistently. It is playing the damn song. Okay, so... I did not wipe my files well enough. All of my fucking mods are here. So this song is called Gas Money. It's if you don't actively, if you're not really into Monster Hunter World, I wouldn't expect anyone watching this to understand. It's a reference to a terminal montage animation. God, I love the petal-looking designs on the front part of fucking Chara. I don't know. I like floral designs and pink. Obviously, getting to see pink, is nice. If you couldn't tell, that's my favorite color. Clutched onto the wrong thing. Yeah, so I guess if any of you need any tips for Chara watching this, just use fucking Insect Glaive and just spam the Clutch Claw attack on this motherfucker's head. He can barely do anything to counter it. It is I love doing SOS missions and going into public lobbies, people who need help with Chara, and just, using a wide range insect glaive set, keeping everyone topped off on HP. Yeah, I haven't fought him in a while. I don't remember his full move set. Just keeping everyone topped up on HP, and can you cut this motherfucker's tail? I don't know. You might be able to. If I have, I've probably done it before with dual blades, but I don't know if you can cut them. See what I mean? It's just hard to get into a good hit zone with Lance with this motherfucker. I also like using Pierce Heavy Bowgun on him. Pierce Heavy Bowgun is very powerful against Shara. But no shit, what is Pierce... See, this is what I meant that you could fuck up on Shara. I'm almost completely out of stamina. I'll probably kill this mount. Oh yeah, this is not looking juicy. I think we're fucked. God, I was being way too confident. Oh, we got a stagger. Maybe we're good. Nope, I'm out of stamina. The music is really quiet. I'm not even sure if you can hear it in the recording. See, even with guard 5 and guard up, I still wish more attacks would be able to stag you. That's the one disappointing thing about playing with guard 5 is that most attacks just bounce off of you and don't even, like, nudge you. Probably won't get it. I might get a head break, actually. That was a good iframe. Ow. Oh, that did so much damage. Yeah, I wish these fucking wind disintegration beam things it did actually hurt more. Then again, this is no, like, tempered or arc tempered or anything. I don't even think there was an art tempered or tempered version of Shara released in base Iceborne. I've done every quest though, so if there is, then I've done it. Oh, that's actually kind of good tech right there. I didn't know I could do that. But at least the back fucking legs are a bit of a better hit zone. This wouldn't be that much of a snooze fest of a fucking fight. This is better as background audio anyways. Got a head chip. Maybe I will get the break. Though Shara has a deceptively tiny HP pool, and I do a lot of damage when I'm hitting a good spot. You know what I hope they bring back sometime? Prowler. I would love to be able to play as a Palico again. Unfortunately, they're not the greatest in Generations Ultimate, and I know this because I've done almost all the Prowler quests. And oh my god, they take fucking forever because you do no damage. You do no fucking damage. Though I could potentially be just playing blatantly wrong. I do know the boomerangs are the strongest way to play, at least from what I've heard and seen. But I don't like playing with the boomerangs. I want to play a Beast Prowler. I think it would also help bring a nice bit of silliness back into the series. I don't like how progressively more and more serious the series is getting. I like silly shit. Outside of event stuff, because obviously event stuff is still silly, but I like when there's just fucking funny dialogue, or if a major story quest is just goofy. I don't want this game to be taken ultra seriously. God. Okay, FPS drop. Jeez. I also wish Shara had a bigger moveset. Got some cool moves, but like he uses mostly the same three back to back over and over again. There we go. Ow. I probably should have just guarded against that, but whatever. Actually, no, I probably saved health from not guarding. See, like, that just kind of... I don't like that. I fucking hate when they do that. I'd rather them just do a normal fall over and down than this stupid clagger bullshit. Is clagger even the official term, or is that just something people made up for the community? I don't know. Well, he's finally opening his eyes. Okay, so if you pay attention to his eyes, they're constantly looking at the camera, not me as in my player character. They're constantly looking at the center of the camera. So if I walk over here, his eyes follow directly on the center of the screen. Which, I don't know. I always thought that was cool. I noticed that when fighting him the first time. I thought, like, oh, that's really creepy. I like that. I think it's a nice touch. I don't know if it's supposed to be a fourth wall break or just to help insinuate that he's looking at the hunter. I don't know. It's nice either way. I love his design. I don't even know really what the hell I'm even looking at with him, but he looks amazing. Imagine the next game I'll probably put any major work into is probably Generations Ultimate once again. It's the one I put the second most playtime into. I've almost fully completed every quest in that game except for event quests. I'm leaving those as their own thing. I can't even complete all of them. There's like a event quest that the only way I can get it is if I join someone else's lobby who has it downloaded. Oh, he's gonna do his little spirit bomb thing. I think that's a Dragon Ball reference or something. Oh, I got hit by that. I thought that was a one-shot. I fucking lived that shit. Wow. I could have tried a little harder to not get hit by it. It wouldn't have mattered if I died, though. He's probably on his last hits here. There we go. There's the full head break. There's his little tender plate right there. Maybe this content isn't very entertaining to watch because I just can't fucking die. I should go fight something tough. Something actually that could potentially kill me. Well, I mean, I guess this thing could. Have to try though. Nice. So if you couldn't tell, like I was saying earlier, this is modded music. This is not Char's actual theme. Char's actual theme is fucking beautiful, though. I think it's called A Single Bloom in Eternity. Some pompous stuff or something. I don't know. It's cool, though. It's a good theme. And this is funnier, though, so that's why I have it playing. Probably cut out all the quiet bits, but I don't feel like doing that. I'm going to upload this as is. Taking a look at those air beams, I never really paid attention to them outside of right there. They look pretty cool. I don't even think that's what he's doing. I think that's like highly pressurized air coming out of his You know, I wish I had like an Iceborne art book. I have the official Base World art book, which there's a lot of cool shit inside of. Oh yeah, I'm dead. I guess he did get me. Sorry about how I'm not gonna die, and he got me. Well, let's change to a different weapon to make sure this fucking asshole's dead. Now you can kind of hear the normal Shard music up here. I shouldn't even have to craft any new ammo. This should just be enough ammo to take him out. Oh, fuck, how do I do the radial menu? There it is. I don't use the radial menu except for crafting ammo with the bowgun. I don't like the radial menu. I like doing it the hard way and using mashing my D-pad to go through all this. I know I can hold it open, use X and B, which I do sometimes to go faster, but I much prefer the D-pad. Okay, that was pretty cool. God, that is really fucking cool. Oh, I didn't even need to fucking change weapon. Dickhead's already dead. Whatever.
You're totally granny cool.
That movie that guy stars in, the Excitable A-lister, though, that Monster Hunter movie that was on Netflix, that was a pretty decent movie. I mean, it's nothing special story-wise. I wouldn't really call it a masterpiece, but I like the animation. You know, just an hour long of watching monsters fight. People fight monsters. It's cool. Same reason that like Godzilla and shit's cool. I don't give a shit about the story in Godzilla. I'm there to watch him fight big monsters. Though I do know there's more depth to that character, obviously. But that's why I prefer the newer shit that's being released, like the Godzilla and Kong movies. Because it's just monsters fighting. I don't really pay attention to them when the human characters are talking. I don't give two fucks about the story. I just want to fight God. I want Godzilla bite Ghidorah's head off. That's cool. That's another thing I like Monster Hunter for, is it's cool monsters and you fight them. Oh, I got a mantle. Not a mantle gem. See, are there any tough fights I could do? Something that actually
How are things?
prove I'm not a chump. Why is there two of them? There's fucking three of them? It's an arc-tempered Puke. I don't even remember what all was in this quest pack we got, but we weren't expecting them all to be so silly. What is it? What does that mean? I can't read that. God bang I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that. That's probably something nasty. Wrath of Losses. I think I did do that one. Whatever, we'll just do an arc temper, not arc tempered, a raid, a furious Rajang, if I could speak. Where does he spawn? He spawns like somewhere near there. Absolutely not using a bowgun against him. Let's always use glaive. Don't I have like a? Is this even any different to what I'm using now? I think it's the same thing. No, I just saw right there. It's got clutch claw boost in mind's eye. Yeah, whatever, we'll take it. Oh, okay, hold on. Nah, fuck it. I'd rather use the armor than have an extra the cool armor set than have a skill. What was I saying earlier about only not really playing a girl? Huh? Yeah, something about them. Yeah, just armor's too skimpy, and that I'm hypocritical for wearing this. At least it looks a little cool. But I guess I also understand it's more socially acceptable for men to show off more skin than women. Odd, I guess. Change. We're going for Rajang, so should really work on my loadouts. These are all jumbled up. I'm like missing half of them. That works. Let's hope the Horcrux Reach will even load with how shit the game's been running. Oh, did I spawn right on him? No, I spawned by a mining outcrop. With armor spheres, I am never going to use. I miss not having hot and cold drinks. I know it's like technically an inconvenience, but my big this is another thing with Wild is like the sanding down of things that seems to be quality of life, but in reality, it's taking away from the grit and the effort we had to put in. That makes things because like there's a reason. Oh god, it looks like shit over there. Yeah, maybe this fight is not going to work. Oh my god. FPS here is terrible. What was it talking about? I don't know. I think when things get sanded down too much, they lose the charm and soul that they had, and Monster Hunter has continuously lost that, which obviously makes sense. Obviously in the older games, drinking a potion and doing the unnecessary flex while standing still. I know it was a gameplay limitation, like a hardware limitation, and I understand why it's gone now. But like, this runs like shit. We're gonna go fight this fucker in the arena. I knew the fucking horse. Why does it not work right now? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm recording. Maybe it's as simple as that. Okay, scream all you want, you big monkey. We'll go kill you in the arena. I do like fighting this monster though. It's a fun fight. Actually, no. You know what? Fuck it. I'm in the mood for Lunar Gigante. That's what we're doing. We're doing Lunar Gigante because I know that fucking arena will load. Where's the event quest? That'll be destruction. So this is a peak fight. Gigante is an Elder Dragon I think that should be lumped in with Teo and Kushala and being in basically every game. He's just that fucking good. I just know we wouldn't like him though. He's definitely got that frontier, like way too many spikes going on for no good reason. But at least they tried to give him a reason for why he's covered in fucking spikes. Unlike half the Frontier roster, we're covered in spikes because we have to. And they don't serve any purpose, or not even really a design purpose, besides just having big fucking spikes. I like Frontier though. I played it with two people. We didn't get very far. God, there was some crazy shit. We fought a Nergakuga in there because they were like these like exotic species. Some of like the newer game stuff was like so like Nergigant, not Nergigante because this is an old gen game. So like Nergakuga and Shigaru Magala and Gore Magala and Zenogre and yeah, they all got in. I think Ceregius as well as like exotic species in that game. And we're fighting this Nargacuga and we're like, all things are gonna be fine because it's fucking Nargacuga. And the motherfucker, I don't know, I'm getting real cocky. I'm like, I was expecting for this, because of how hard of a fight it's gonna. It looked with the quest difficulty. I'm like, why is this so piss easy? It's just an Gigante. And then right as I said that, he quite literally did the nothing personal, teleported behind me and killed me immediately. He turned blue and started doing some crazy teleport shit, and we lost immediately. That's Nargacuga right there. I don't know. There was no reason for me to open the fucking thing and do that. Oh, I guess I still got my rolls in me. That didn't hit. Fuck. You know, I don't know if I've ever fought Rune or Gigante with Insect Glaive. I can't say I recall a single time I have. Fucking hate that attack. He does that. Can you even realistically react to that shit? I think, because isn't that the attack that fucking 18 or Gigante had? It was just unreactable. I beat 18 Gigante my first try by myself and never fought him again on Xbox. I did him once and said, fuck this, I'm not touching it again. It wasn't that terrible of a fight though. Here we go. I guess my bug staggered him. I think a lot of the clutch claw problems would have been alleviated if everything just tenderized immediately instead of the lighter weapons having to fucking do 3 tenderizes to get them juiced up. At least that's what I've always called it, juicing them up when they get fully tenderized. I also don't like saying tenderized. I don't know, there's just something wrong about that just doesn't roll off the tongue to me right. Well, paralyzed, nice. Definitely in this play. I think I have evade window 5 on this, so I think that's why I was able to dodge that. I do like clinging onto them though and fucking slamming into the walls though. That was a great addition. It was just as fun as the day they fucking put it in. Probably try to go for now. Or not. Keep roaring. There we go. Is that gonna hit the wall? Okay, that one does, but the fucking opening one I didn't. Lovely. I got really quiet in this fight. I locked in. Would have thought it's easier to fucking play the game when I'm not yabbering. I'm not really used to that attack in solo. He doesn't really pull that off on me much. Well, that was really fucking easy. No, obviously I know things would be easier if I'm not using in-game gear, but this is still a tempered ruiner Gigante we're talking about. But I don't really need to play this game for challenge. If I'm looking for a challenge in Monster Hunter, I'll just go play Frontier or excuse me, I'm hiccuping. I would just go play Frontier or Generations Ultimate. God, it would be nice to not have fucking diaphragm spasms while trying to talk. What is the insect glaive? I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, I can't do it because I have the weapon out. Oh, shooting that stone reminds me. If Xbox didn't nuke all their clips that they had saved stone, I don't know why they did that a while ago. I had a lot of like cool clips saved. But I had one of my first time fighting art-tempered Kushala Deora back on my old first account, and I killed him by shooting a rock at his face. I shot a stone at his face while he was flying around because the dickhead wouldn't land because it's Kushala. Why would he land?
Hey, you!
Also, if you didn't know this, you could hold right button to force the book to open faster. I found it out pretty recently. Well, I can't really say there's anything else I want to do. Well, I guess we'll go check out what's going on with bumper cars, and then we'll call it there. You can see some crazy shit going on here. Let's go play bumper cars. Bumper cars. I've never rode bumper cars to my knowledge. They seem fun though. Oh wow. Yeah, this is oh fucking Christ. They're huge too. God damn, that's a big Aragon. You know, I don't here, I reckon I can talk about Aragon. People really don't like Aragon. That's Aragon, this big fucker right here that I'm aiming at. People don't like Aragon, and honestly, I get it. I don't like him in this game, but when I was making my fashion set in Generations Ultimate, I really, really, really wanted the Crystal Beard Aragon leggings to complete my fit, because I was using all rainbow dye and everything, and they look great. In fact, the whole Crystal Beard Aragon armor set looks great with rainbow dye. And it took forever, obviously, to fight, to do all 15 quests, and then successfully defeat the EX Crystal Beard to get it. But it was worth it in the end. And to be honest with you, Crystal Beard Aragon has grown on me. He's actually one of my favorite monsters in the series, even though, to my knowledge, him and Steel Aragon are some of the least liked, period. Oh, he really ran away from everyone. You come fight me. He was behind me. That was a rock. That's why this is called fucking bumper cars. I could probably sit here with tape on my right trigger, though, for 30 minutes, and they probably all kill each other. Oh, here comes Tigrex. Oh, that would be fun to get a little spectator mod and watch the fight go on and see who wins. God, Black Diablo's already broke its horn? Shit. Oh, shit. Well, I think we'll have to call it there.